And good day, my friends. I hope everyone's doing amazing today. I hope the experience of the last video was very beautiful for going through that experience to help releasing more energy from you, to help your human form rise up in your life away from the lower energies that we've come here to learn and grow through. Today's session is healing trapped emotional pain. Before I share what you're going to go through in this session today, it's making sure before you start this session to go over your list. Okay, you need to make sure you spend the time to go over it and to truly feel where you are with each one, where you can change, where you feel that you are now healed from it, and then the ones that you aren't still, and bringing awareness into it as you move on. So I want to just repeat again that you must make sure you do that. So it's going through and making those adjustments just so you can see where you are, okay, for where you still need to do some work on feeling like you're healed and can move on finally in life from the things that have been holding you back, okay? Because when you bring them into the awareness as you move on with the next few sessions, you need to have the awareness of these because I will give different alignments to the experiences of the past or what you're holding on to today. But you need to have the awareness of them, okay? So that you can feel the healing take place for them, for your soul to have the understanding, which will then release your human form from those forms of suffering, okay? So now with this session, as we move forward, this is going to deal with experiences where we feel not worthy or good enough, the shame and guilt we carry, self-harm, self-blame, just emotional pain that we've carried up to this point. And it's going to hit different things of different layers that are a part of us so it can be released from you as you move forward with your life, okay? And I want to share again with you that I am so grateful to be here with you in this moment, going through this experience so that you too can rise up in your life. And I look forward to connecting with your soul as we go through this next session. So it's closing your eyes now with me in this moment, being very relaxed with where you are. And it's using our imagination, breathing in the highest frequency of light, the pureness of light, and breathing that into your being all the way down to your toes. And with each breath out, you're going to breathe out any energy that is not the eternal truth to who you are within in the pureness of light that you would have picked up through your experiences that you have knowledge of or do not. But if there are energies that are not the truth of who you are, that are holding you back, with each breath out, that is the desire of the intention to breathe out of you. And it's shifting over to focusing on the feeling of the air as you breathe it into your body, noticing the sensations as you're shifting over to your soul being's aliveness of being present in the moment by just observing the sensations with how it feels of the air that you are breathing into your body and that you are breathing out. I would like you to bring awareness to your face, around your eyes, your cheeks and forehead, and also bringing awareness to your neck and to your shoulders. And as you breathe out, feeling all the muscles letting go,
all tension, letting go. And then bringing awareness to your arms, to your hands, to your fingertips. And as you breathe out, feeling all the tension, letting go. And now bringing awareness to your upper back, your lower back, your chest, your tummy. And as you breathe out, feeling all the muscles letting go, all tension letting go. And then bringing awareness to your legs, to your feet, to your toes. And as you breathe out, feeling all muscles letting go, all tension letting go. And then coming back to your breath. Just observing the feeling and sensations of how the air feels without thinking any thoughts of you within your human mind, but just observing the sensations of how the air feels. As you breathe it in and breathe out. I would like you to take your left hand and place over your heart, please. And it's imagining, as we use our imagination in this moment, just pretending with me, with your allowance, imagining I will step into your space with you and step right behind you to help you in supporting you, in bringing more power of the pureness of light to bring healing to your emotional body, of the different bodies within the truth of who you are that hold on to the experiences of suffering, my friend. And saying yes within your mind, my energy shifts behind you now in this moment. And it's allowing me now to place my hands gently on the top of your head, but just pretending it's happening now. And it's breathing in through the top of your head with the energy of the pureness of light moving through me right now in this moment with you, and breathing it in, allowing the flow of the highest frequency of light to move through your entire being. Just allowing the flow of the pureness of light to go to where it needs to go through you now in this moment. And I will amplify with your free will, allowing us to amplify the pureness of light through your entire being even more and more and more. And as the light is moving through you, going out from your left hand within yourself into your heart space, allowing the healing to happen to all the bodies of energy within you that have suffered with emotional pain throughout the experiences of the existence of the truth of who you are. And just allowing the flow of energy from the pureness of light to bring healing and understandings, and embracing by allowing these words to move through you, not allowing the human mind to get in the way of the thinking, but just allowing the words to move through you and embracing them. That you have always been worthy, you have always been good enough. In the pureness of light of the beginning of our creation, we are in unity. We are of unconditional love. We are of supporting and rising each other up. But as you've come into these earth planes to learn, grow, and evolve through, there are different frequencies with different aliveness within the experiences that come through the human form. And as you came into this human experience, you went through experiences that took you away from the pureness of light to show you that you are not worthy, you are not good enough to live through the different vibrations that you may have lived through for what aligns to you, of inappropriate touching as a child, to be harmed physically, to be harmed emotionally as a child during those years and growing, to feel abandoned, maybe feeling bullied as a child and growing, or not being heard or seen when you tried to express yourself and being dismissed like you were nothing. It was not important. You have always been important. And it's allowing these words that will move through you to bring healing to the emotional bodies of energy of who you are. That if all those who have ever treated us in the way of not of the pureness of light, our past generations never had the opportunity to be healed in this earth plane yet of the way that it needed to release the frequencies and vibrations off the soul body that causes the harm in this plane. All those who ever treated you in the way that they acted towards you to cause you to not feel worthy or good enough, to be respected and treated in the highest way of unconditional love, is because they went through experiences as children and harm was done to them in that vibration or way that they harmed you. This world lives through secrets and people not speaking out about the truth of their experiences due to shame and guilt. And there's no one to blame for this. The teachings have not been here yet to show you to heal. And if all those who harmed you had the opportunity of our past generations, if they had the opportunity to have had the energies removed from them of their own suffering that they repeated, they would have only given you unconditional love and support. The harm that you may have done to yourself and others in life, the only reason why your human form acted in those ways is because you had the aliveness of the frequency and vibration still a part of you that was left unhealed from your growing as a child into your teen years. So it's with me now of this understanding that if you had those energies removed from you of what was passed on to you from the suffering that that person lived through, you would never have harmed yourself or others in this lifetime. And it's feeling that and embracing that with me now in this moment, breathing in the pureness of light of this truth through your entire being, releasing yourself from the bondages of the frequencies and vibrations that play that aliveness to cause you to feel not worthy or good enough, to hold on to that emotional pain. It's releasing it now as the light from the top of your head starts spinning clockwise, spinning faster and faster through your whole being clockwise, in releasing the energies now that no longer serve you as you have learned, grown, and now can evolve through the new perspectives and knowledge and wisdom I am giving you now. And breathing in the pureness of light all throughout your being as the light now spins counterclockwise through the top of your head throughout your being, and allowing it to just move through every part of the truth of who you are, healing your heart space, healing the beings of the attachments attached to you, allowing anything of those connections are being released in this moment as we amplify the pureness of light moving through you even more and more and more. Allowing, again, by breathing it in through your free will, moving through your entire being, healing your bodies of energy, and restoring you back to perfect health. Amplifying the power of the pureness of light through you and restoring you back to perfect health even more and more and more. So it's taking your power back with me now in this moment. With the understandings I have given you, embracing that you have always been worthy and you have always been good enough. Understanding again that we've come here to learn and grow through these different frequencies and vibrations that offer different experiences within this earth plane. But we are not these experiences. It is not the truth of who we are. Remembering that as it moves through you now in this moment of this truth. Smashing down any walls that you have placed up as a child and growing. Allowing for all those walls to be smashed down, that they are no longer needed. As you embrace your own body of energy of understanding as you move forward for what you will allow and what you won't in your life. And embrace that feeling now. Imagining walls are in front of you that were placed to help you to not feel through the past of suffering, but you are taking your power back with me now. And smashing those walls down, but doing it in a space of unconditional love, of freeing who you were in those moments of your suffering. And with me now, hugging those beings of who you were in those moments of those experience as you played the role of being who you were in those moments. And freeing them as we give unconditional love to all those experiences that you had lived through in this life and past lives, if there are connections to past lives as well, through all these understandings today. And we are giving unconditional love to who you were in those moments, understanding the truth to why those experiences happened. It was never because you were not worthy or good enough. It was the frequencies and vibrations of aliveness that they were not healed from, and our past generations that never had the opportunity. And embracing that feeling that moves through you of this truth now, that is setting you free as you move forward in your life. Amplifying the pureness of light moving through you, restoring you to the oneness and wholesomeness of who you are, not lost in any space of time that you've carried anymore, embraced back together with you in the light of unconditional love. Amplifying it even more and more and more. Feeling freed, feeling the release of the old self and selves in those places that were stuck, being freed, returned back to the pureness of light. Having your power back, return back to the pureness of who you are, of your empowerment of being. And breathe. In this moment, it's feeling so grateful with me for the pureness of light and the healing today. And it's taking a nice deep breath in, feeling the awareness back in your space, in your room. And it's breathing in again, feeling your physical body, wiggling your fingers and toes. And it's breathing in again and coming back to me. Again, I am very grateful to have had this session with you today and look forward to connecting with you in our next video.